Is it realistic for the idea of Max getting a second shot at Topuria, considering that just in this division alone in his last 2 fights, he's finished Justin Gaethje and he sent Poirier into retirement with a strong victory?
I even think that he knows he's not close, but you're going to say it. Of course, you're going to say what you want. Realistically, how far away is he from Ilia? As of right now, pretty far. He just lost to Ilia Topuria in October, and Ilia is like superstar trajectory right now. You're not going to then rewind him. He's a big name. But then there are also other names for him. And like this BMF thing that like I felt barely got mentioned last week. I don't think really anybody cared all that much about the BMF.
I think we're over it.
I feel like it can stick around in this instance just to like add like a slightly new layer, give these guys something to fight for, because there are fights to have for it. I think Charles Oliveira is the most obvious one. And I think like Max mentioning it post-fight shows that he thinks it's the most obvious one. You put them on a poster, dude. I want to see it. Send Max to Brazil. Let him be the bad guy again against Charles Oliveira. I've wanted to see Charles Oliveira walk out of the tunnel in Brazil for a while. He never got to do so as a champion. But, you know, he was Charles Oliveira, like the quitter, but like also like the submission guy. He was fine and he was up there ranked. But then he had this like renaissance, right, where he had a champion, put away all of the quitter stuff. You know, he got knocked down, rise up. You know, the champion has a name. He turned into superstar. He hasn't been to Brazil since then. And then depending on what happens, you know, there are other BMF fights you can make. But unfortunately, if Ilia has the belt, you got Islam, you got Arman, you got Patty, you got Gaethje. It's not going to happen.